Happy Thanksgiving to everybody except for Matt Eberflus. Welcome into Bears Now. This is our Chicago Bears Now post-game show. My name is Harrison Graham. The Lions beat the Bears 23-20. And somehow, some way, Matt Eberflus finds a way to have his worst loss yet. It's truly incredible. This game was very close to being a blowout in the first half. It was 16-0, and it felt like it should have been 35-0. Detroit fumbled inside the 5. Bears forced a couple of chip shot field goals. Couldn't do anything offensively. Then here comes Caleb Williams, battling, fighting, scratching, clawing. Accuracy was hit and miss all day, but gave them a chance to win, drove them down late, put them in position, and then Matt Eberflus just completely loses the plot in the final 30 seconds. Where have we seen that before? Where have we seen it before? If you missed it, a couple of things happen. Let's kind of get to the sequence. One, Cole Kmet gets called with a brutal offensive pass interference, which was probably technically the right call. His second of the day. Not a great day for Cole. They somehow get bailed out the next play because on a prayer, Kendall Vildor interferes with DJ Moore. So they're all the way at the 25. First and 10 at the 25 with, I think, like 48 seconds left. First down, Caleb misses DJ on a drag route. That's a tough one. They were running that concept a lot down the stretch. He just dirted it. I don't know if he rushed it or what. That's one he's going to want back. But that play did not end the game. Next play, as he's getting hit, hits Keenan Allen for about 15 and out of bounds. Maybe it was more like 12, out of bounds at about the 13. So instead of that, what happened? Tevin Jenkins hands to the face, 10-yard penalty. Now it's 2nd and 20 at your own 35. Then on the next play, both tackles whiff, he gets sacked within 2 seconds. And he gets tackled with 32 seconds left. You have one timeout. Oh, I skipped a sequence. They couldn't get the play in before the second down, had to take a timeout, so they're down to 1 left. Then both tackles whiff. 32 seconds left, he's sacked. It's 3rd and a mile, and just no one knows what to do. And everyone watching this game at home is saying the same thing. Call a timeout. You got to use your last timeout because they were at about their own 41 or 42. So what you do in that situation is you take a timeout, you calm everybody down, you say, hey, we need about 5 or 6 yards to get into field goal range here. We're probably just outside Cairo's range, 59-60. We need 5 or 6 yards to feel comfortable. Instead, the clock is winding. No one knows what to do. It's chaotic. And they don't snap the ball until 6 seconds are left. Caleb throws downfield to Rome Odunze. Incomplete. Game over. I mean, I have never seen anything like it. And that is including the endings I've seen with the Chicago Bears. You know what Matt Eberflus said after the game? He said, I like what we did there. He didn't have regrets. He said the hope was to get a play in quicker, snap it at around 18 seconds, complete a short pass, use our last time out to kick the field goal. And yes, you can take that route. You can go and say, hey, if we get tackled in bounds, let's go quick, run a play, then we'll use our last time out that way. That is an option, but it was clear pretty quickly, 4 or 5 seconds in after he was sacked, that there was complete chaos and confusion. Caleb, and this is a mistake on Caleb, Caleb said he changed the play at the line, wanted to take a shot to Odunze, liked the matchup there. Obviously cannot do that. Don't leave it in your rookie's hands. It was a little chaotic there. Even after 5 or 6 seconds winded down, got it down to 25, 26 seconds, you can still take a timeout there. And you say, hey, 5, 6 yards, even if we're tackled inbounds, mayday, we'll run the kick unit out there. Plenty of time to get a field goal. I watched my college, TCU, do this a couple of years ago against Baylor. They got tackled inbounds with less than 20 seconds left and no timeouts. Got the field goal unit out there, field goal and plenty of time to win the game. That every team practices that. Well, I think every team. I don't know about this one. And it's like they were so scared to use their last time out there. It's unacceptable. Matt Eberflus not taking a time out there, he just doesn't have a clue. He does not have a clue what he's doing. And here we are again. The resume just continues to get worse. It just continues to get worse. Fire Matt Eberflus. It has to be done. Players after the game, Keenan Allen, I felt like we did enough as players to win the game. Do you think you should have taken a timeout in that situation, Keenan? That's not my job. I line up and run the play. Kyler Gordon, what's the common denominator in these losses? No comment. Next question. They don't believe in the coach. They don't trust the coach in crunch time. And it's a shame because, again, I'll give this Bears team credit for fighting their ass off. They could have folded today, and they didn't. And Caleb threw 3 second-half touchdowns. Yes, he wasn't as good today as he was the last 2 weeks, but he played well enough to win. He put you in position. That final drive started on your own 1-yard line because DeAndre Carter won't go catch the ball and call a fair catch. He was scared because after last week when he muffed the kick, he got out of the way. Even though you're playing indoors, there's no weather, there's no wind, plenty of time to get under that one and fair catch it at about the 18. Lets it go, goes down to the 1, and you drive all the way down. You're overcoming penalties, and you still blow it because your coach is a fucking loser. And he doesn't know what he's doing when it matters the most. He has no clue. Oh, by the way, did you see his challenge today? Had no chance of winning. Burned another challenge in the first half. Not a clue. I mean, it is so embarrassing. If they don't fire him tomorrow at this point, what else do you need to see? What else has to be done to get rid of him? It's not just he's not good enough, he's horrible. He's the worst situational coach I have ever seen at any level. I just gave you a college example of a similar situation. They knew exactly what they were doing. This team, players are like, what's going on? Where do we line up? What are we doing? Caleb's changing the play. You can't obviously change the play in that spot. Take the fucking timeout, Flus. Take the timeout. Matt Ryan, after the game in the CBS studio, is saying, you ripped that timeout right at 32. You think Matt Ryan has been around long enough, knows what to do in that situation? Matt Eberflus doesn't. He has no idea how to handle these situations. And for him after the game, I like what we did there. You like that the ball was thrown incomplete and the clock ran out? You're a fan of how that played out? He said it didn't work out the way we wanted to. Didn't work out the way we wanted to. It was a fucking embarrassment in front of the entire country. What are we talking about? It's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. I got more. I want to talk about the quarterback and some other things here. Do have to pay some bills. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show. Caleb Williams balled out enough in the second half that I hit my Prize Picks, so shout out to him. 2 or more players on your entries. Daily fantasy made easy. Football, basketball, baseball when it's in season, hockey, other sports as well. You just pick more or less in the stat projections available. And if you hit, you win. We got a deal for you as well at prizepicks.com/CLNS. If you use the code CLNS for a first-time customer, you get a $50 bonus sent to your account once you play for just $5. So what are you waiting for? Get started with Prize Picks today. Link is going to be in the comments and description of this video. Monty, more than 55.5 rushing today. Caleb hit the passing number that he needed to as well. I think he had like 37 yards at halftime, so he threw for over 200 in the second half and all 3 touchdowns. Yeah, but let's blame Caleb Williams like a small percentage of the fan base is. prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get started today. I don't understand it. I just do not understand it. Caleb Williams certainly was all over the place with his accuracy. He was 5 for 15 at the half for, I think, 37 yards. Really bad first half. But once again, second half, fourth quarter, Caleb came to life, 15 of 24 in the second half, threw for over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, a beautiful slot fade to DJ Moore, downfield accuracy, hit Keenan Allen, one on a strike over the middle, another on a just sick option route ran by Keenan. It's just, this team has good players. It has good talent. It can't overcome this coaching. It just can't. And obviously the players are making mistakes. Too many penalties. Even Caleb as a rookie, you got to know you can't change the play there. Like, if your coach isn't going to take a timeout, and he was asked, can you take a timeout there? He said, look, as a rookie, I'm leaving that to the coaches. Maybe later in my career, I can take that timeout. I don't know if he's flat out saying he's not allowed to or if he wasn't comfortable, whatever the case may be. The coach has to step in. I'm sorry. I know there's a small percentage of people that were okay with the way they handled it. That's not acceptable. I was an obvious rip the timeout. You've got plenty of time. Even if you're tackled in bounds, you need 5 or 6 yards to get into field goal range. Even if you get tackled right there, you can sprint the unit on. It was not, didn't have to be that chaotic, and they made it that chaotic. It's a shame, man. We're talking about the same crap. Here it is. Here's the thing. The ending is similar every week in terms of the heartbreak, but the avenues are different every time. It's just not knowing how to handle these late game situations. That's the coach. That is the coach. It's just not. It's not a good product. Defense gave up 400 plus again. They forced some field goals though. Second half was better, so they hung in it. Look at the penalties again. 8 for 78. Met with 2 bad OPIs. I mean, just really bad stuff. And it's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. I feel good about the quarterback where he's going. Again, didn't have a stellar game, but I thought he played a really good second half for the most part. Of course, he'd love to have that throw to DJ back on the little drag route on that first play once you got down there, but drove you from the 1 all the way to inside the 20 if Tevin doesn't rip that guy's helmet off. And then just the coaching collapses after that once again. And by the way, the play he got sacked on, both tackles whiffed. Had no chance. That's obviously a no-sack situation, but I don't know what he could have done in that situation. It happened so fast. It's just everyone on the planet knows what must be done, except for the Bears. Will they do it tomorrow? Will they? I don't know. I know they need to. I know they should. We all know what's going to happen at the end of the year, but to continue to put this product out there, it's disrespectful to the fans. It's not respectful to the players. It's not even respectful to Matt Eberflus. He was asked after the game, do you think you'll be the coach tomorrow? He said, I'm just going to keep grinding and do what I do. He knows he's done. You're not doing anyone any favors. It's this fake noble act that you want to let this guy finish out the season because that's what you do. Act like a normal franchise. Put us out of our misery. It is over, guys. The players after the game, they're not defending the coach. None of them are. No one after the game is defending the coach. What does that tell you? They don't believe in him. They don't trust him. I don't know if they want to play for him. It's unbelievable. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. I'm supposed to drive and go see my side of the family tomorrow with my wife and son, but I might have to be in the studio if they fire the coach. Should have done it weeks ago. That would be my luck. They do it tomorrow, but which I still think they should. Frustrating. Trying to get to 110,000 subscribers. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Bear down.